Session! Yay! Go ahead, sorry. Yay! So.
Oh yeah, comic books. I was like, that's a nice yay.
I used to make comic books when I was a kid.
You did?
Mm-hmm. So session one, first thing you want to do, information gathering. I would recommend you take notes. You want to find some resources. You can even, if you like, within information gathering, incorporate some of the techniques, other techniques. You can add storytelling if you want. You can add a little bit of a solution focusing. Oh, how would it be if you were, if you were really good at public speaking? They'll say, oh, okay, I'd be more relaxed or whatever. It's not a deep trance, but their mind will start going into that direction that you want to take them. You could use a little bit of part therapy, but I wouldn't do the full thing until you're in trance. Just sort of, making that information gathering a little bit trancey. But not like formally, I could say, indirectly. So like I could write indirect use of techniques. You do conversation. Any questions about information gathering, just quickly? No? Okay. I'm leaving really short windows to ask questions here, but I'm going to have to, I'm sorry. Then trance induction. So, the trance induction, what kinds do we have? We have progressive relaxation, right? What else did we do?
Solution focus.
What was the first thing you wrote down for trance induction?
Progressive relaxation.
We have the eye focus on the wall.
Yeah, focusing on the wall.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can put a bit of solution focus in the trance induction, sure.
The 0 to 10, the deepener.
Yeah.
Or do you do it like after?
Well, you can do it at any time.
No, actually.
But I'll write it here like as a separate thing. But remember that when you see deepener, deeper now. Remember that you can do that at any point that you need to. So like from 10 to 1, for example, or imagining going down, 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 deeper down. Going down staircase or mountain or whatever path. However, what was another trance induction? The arm levitation.
The arm.
It doesn't have to be the arm either. You could do.
Your
you
leg.
could have some. Well, you could have someone dance.
You want to try on me?
Like you.
I love it. That was sexuality.
So deep in a.
But what is the dance? Like, just have someone dance and then relax? Like, then do the touch on the head, relax?
You could do that, yeah. But I just enjoyed like leaving Amma to dance the whole session. Because it's really trancey. I can see how she's really flowing with whatever movements want to come, And it's like, well, that's a good sign that if you keep doing that, you'll actually remain in some sort of trance, and in a way that's really enjoyable for her. So that makes it helpful.
I was a bit in trance afterwards because I attended an event where I had like breathwork
Oh
stuff,
gosh.
and had to visualize some things, and I started like to levitate a bit and dance.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it. That's powerful.
So the deepen it. Okay, then we want solution focus. So imagining having achieved the result they want. Their result or goal. The next thing would be future facing. You can even past pace. This is I touched on this a little bit yesterday when I got you to what was it? Was it you? I can't remember what I was doing, but I had the past have the like almost like healing the past and giving the confidence. Like say I'm giving someone public speaking confidence, they can imagine public speaking in the future, and then you can imagine being able to have done it in the past. It's almost like.
Oh, wow.
It's like gifting the past with the ability to public speak, something like that. You can do that. I like doing that because it's trippy, and it kind of gives them a sense of having done it already, which is nice. That's something I learned from hermetic magic. There's a tool of like. For manifestation is imagining something has happened in the past, not just like living it now. You've imagined it's already past and already done. So that's something I snuck into there after having learned that was a method. Solution focus, parts therapy. Do you think you'd be confident with parts therapy? I don't have much space on this page. I think you'd be confident with parts therapy and the process without me having something up to say what it is.
I think I will need that on the side.
Okay, I'm going to pull this page out so we've got both.
And can we do we do all the parts therapy, or can we just do one of the parts therapy?
Just see how it goes, actually, I guess. You might not need to do the whole process.
Yeah.
You might not need to.
Is there something that signals you to know, like, oh, parts therapy would be really good here?
I mean, I guess I signal myself to know whether parts therapy is good. I don't know, actually.
Okay.
Usually I choose to do parts therapy because people mention that there's a part. Or like there's something, there's like, I want this, but this.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, interesting, that, but this. Let's look at this, let's look at both of those.
Yeah, would it maybe be, do you maybe know if like you were trying to like bring them through a visualization, oh, and you notice that during this time you're feeling more confident, and they're like, yeah, I can't really get there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's a good prompt for doing a parts therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
What did you write?
I just wrote storytelling because it's the next thing on the list. Idiomotor signaling. But you're going to do these at any time. You know, you could weave between each one. There's no sequence here, right? There is no sequence. The only sequence that you need to remember is that information gathering, trance induction, awakening. While in the trance, like the way that you do it is up to you. So you could start with a story and then you could move into parts therapy, or you could start with parts therapy and move into some solution focus, go into a story, go back into solution focus. You could start with a story, open up the parts therapy, do some parts therapy, continue the story, finish the parts therapy, go back into the story and do some solution processing. There's no, time is kind of flexible and you can play with it and you can start something, leave it unfinished and go back to it. It's just entirely up to you how you do it. Did that sound confusing?
No.
Or is it okay?
Is there something else that was anchor?
Anchors.
What is anchors over there?
Oh, right, anchor here. I would put it in the realm of solution focused. But I'll give it a star and it's nice. Anchors are great. So anchor is a post-hypnotic suggestion, basically. A post-hypnotic suggestion is something that will happen outside of hypnosis. So when something happens,
Yes.
this happens.
Well, then there's the submodalities, but that's just within the...
Some modalities should be used for everything,
Okay.
basically.
What is it already?
Hmm?
Some modalities.
Like the words that describe sensory information.
Mm.
Yeah. They're basically just adjectives. But not necessarily, because they could be nouns. They could be verbs.
Sensory vocabulary.
But yeah, sensory vocabulary.